What's up, guys? It's another edition of 4 Tips with Clips. We bring you the good and the bad, and we break down all 4 of them for you. All right, this is going to be coming from the recent Under Armour All-American game one-on-ones. Always fun to watch that. Before I jump into the action, though, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Got a lot of great DB content on this page, as well as stuff on recruiting for you guys that are in high school or at the JUCO level. A lot of great stuff and information for you on recruiting. So if you're a DB, you need to be here. If you're playing high school football, you definitely need to be in here. And hit the bell so you're notified the next time I put out a great video like this one. Also, if you're a defensive back and you want to take your game to the elite top level, make sure you're a part of the All Eyes DB Camp members area. Go ahead and join that right now. I'll have a link to it down in the description below. Over 200 videos with information on coverages, as well as technique breakdowns, drills, everything you need to reach your game to the peak level. Also, I'm very excited about my brand new ebook that I've put out, 101 DB Tips. The feedback on it has been really great. It's the best resource for defensive backs out there. I've got stuff in there on training, playing man, playing zone, playing nickel, playing safety, training, tackling, everything you need to be the top defensive back that you can be. There are a lot of great resources out there. I'm bringing them to you if you really want to be the best that you can be and dominate your one-on-one matchups out there on the field every week, whether it's 7-on-7, at a camp, trying to get a scholarship, or just in those games on Friday, Saturday, and Sundays. Got to get this ebook right now. Like I said, best resource out there for DBs anywhere. All right, put a lot into that. And I'll have a link to it down in the description below. Make sure you pick that up. Don't go through your off season without this book. All right, let's get into the action here. It's the one-on-ones at the rivals, by rivals, but it's the Under Armour All-American, or I think this is the Army All-American game. Forgive me if I mess this one up. Nevertheless, what we have is wide receivers versus DBs one-on-ones. First 2 clips are not the best of what we want to see, but we'll talk about them. Right here, we've got a DB at about 8 yards, okay, and he's going to play scooch technique. I'm not against scooch technique. It's not the #1 choice for me when playing in the slot, but again, nothing against the technique except when you're going to use it at this depth, all right? If you're going to play scooch technique, I prefer a guy be at 6, maybe even at 5. When you start getting this far back, 8 yards, you're allowing this receiver to pick up too much speed, and you're not exactly going at the proper speed backwards. So he's going to get on top of you. He's going to have too much speed when he gets to you, and an experienced route runner like a Brandon Inniss is going to take advantage of that technique. We're going to see a little bit of that here. All right, good footwork in the scooch technique, but he's getting pressed really hard. Okay, Inniss is closing his cushion rather quickly, and now he's opening a little too fast, all right? And this is what the receiver wants to see. He wants to see you opening early. Look how he takes advantage of this, okay? Like I said, Brandon Inniss is an experienced route runner. All right, gives that hard fake outside, goes behind the back, all right? Gets the DB to turn, all right? Look how he's doing this DB. He's getting him to turn a little too often. DB doesn't get a piece of him, goes back out. Now he's kind of got him in the blender, and he's going to get what it is he's striving for, and that's separation as the ball is coming. Receivers want separation as the ball is coming. All right, I want to give Inniss a shout out too for this hand smack. All right, you'll probably see it better when I'm not slow-moing it, but the hand slap. All right, not going to deal with any kind of contact at all. Smacks that hand down, gets the separation, ball in his hands. But again, let's take it to the top. Scooch technique's okay at 6, not at 8, not at 9 yards. Receiver's going to break your cushion. You're going to turn out of that thing too fast. You're just going to feel too much pressure on this one, okay? And you got them all turned around. That's the situation on that one. The next one is going to be an example of just what you don't want to do, all right? This guy's covering in the slot, and he's going to have the right idea at first, which is pedaling out, which is kind of what you want to do when you're at this depth. You don't really have a whole lot of tools available to you when you're playing at this depth other than to pedal, which is a great tool if you're going to actually pedal. So he starts off with the right idea, and then he kills himself right here. he's going to, for some reason, settle down. I don't know what he saw in looking at this receiver that said he needed to break down and get ready to break on a route. Nothing in the receiver's body language said that. And he gets caught flat-footed right here. Gets back on the heels, and now we're just throwing a feeble hand out there. So feet aren't moving. Hand isn't really going to do anything to help us here because it's way outside of the body, and we're not able to get a really good thud on this receiver to affect him. And as you would suspect, he blows right through that. Guys, if you're going to be 7, 8 yards off and you're going to pedal, pedal. Okay, and this is why guys need to work their pedal so that they're confident in it and they can stay in it when they're working against a receiver coming at them. You stay in this pedal, you stay in this pedal, you stay over the top, and you just work from the top down. Receiver breaks the route off, come up, tag off on him. If you're in the game, make the tackle, line back up, give your team a chance. You can't get flat-footed right here and let the guy blow by you. So moral of the story, if you're in the pedal, stay in the pedal, use your weave to hold your leverage, and you can't just stop your feet. You can't turn your pedal into catch technique 10 yards down the road. Receiver's moving too fast. He has all the advantages. Easy completion right here. The next clip, though, I'm going to show you exactly how you're supposed to play that. Now, the DB is at 7 yards, decent depth, all right, in the slot here. Watch him work his pedal and, you know, stay over the top. He's not letting those feet die. All right, staying in the pedal, maintaining his depth, trying his best to stay square, drives the route. When he's confident this route is breaking off, then he drives that foot in the ground, gets underneath, maybe a little too shallow. All right, if there was air on this ball, it might have been a problem, but believed what he saw the line drive throw, undercut it, made the interception. This is how you play off man from the safety or slot position. If you're going to be 6, 7 yards off and you're going to use your pedal, use your pedal. He's pedaling, also keeping his leverage. All right, receiver's trying to give him a little bit of a stem in here, keeps the leverage, doesn't panic, doesn't overplay the leverage, stays on that inside hip, and he's in a great position when the route breaks off. Excellent job by this safety. All right, this last one is for you linebackers out there. You know, I know this is a DB page, but we like when the linebackers can help us out in coverage as well. This is a great rep by this linebacker. I mean, look at this job right here, and I'm going to tell you why this worked. All right, you get linebackers typically in these one-on-one situations that want to come up here and open one way or the other. They want to get ready to run down the field with a running back who 9 times out of 10 is faster than them. All right, so you're inviting yourself to the track meet and you're not a track star. All right, you're not on the track team. What this linebacker does is do what linebackers should do. I'm big, I'm physical, I'm bigger than you, so we're going to play the weight room game. I'm square, make contact. Look at how he stays square on this. You don't see him opening his shoulders to say, hey, let's run, let's go, let's put on our track spikes when I'm not on the track team. I'm a weight room guy. I'm a linebacker. Let's get in the weight room, okay? Stay square. If you're going to go around me, you're going to have to go way around me. I'm not going to give you an open lane. Makes contact. When he makes this contact, now that he's into this guy's shoulder, his chest is into his shoulder. There's no space here whatsoever, no separation as the ball is getting ready to come. Easy to reach around, wrap around, knock that ball down. Linebackers, when you're a linebacker, invite the DBs, invite the running backs and these slot guys to the weight room. Don't go out on the track with them. And by that I mean when you open the gate, you start wanting to run, you take yourself out on the track, you're going to get burned. When you invite them in the weight room, now we're going to play a physical game, and that's where you linebackers live. That was an excellent job by that linebacker. Be in the weight room. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Again, check out the links in the description, both for my members area and for my ebook, 101 DB Tips. Only check those things out and be a part of them and invest in that if you're trying to be the best DB you want to be. Also, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you're notified when I put out another great video like this one. And as always, all eyes DB Camp, consistency breeds results.